Way down here. Hi.
How are you? Change the color around. Could we have everyone please rise for the pledge? The pledge of allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and
to
to
the
the
republic
republic
for
for
which
which
it
stands
stands,
one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty. We'll also stay standing for the land acknowledgement statement. Tonight will be the Salamanca High School statement. Salamanca High School acknowledges the homeland of the Onondaga, the people of the Great Hill, the Seneca people. Salamanca High School recognizes that we use their ancestral and modern day land and water. We acknowledge that Seneca children were removed from their homes and sent to boarding schools on and off territory. Boarding schools attempted to take their language and culture from them. We send love and acknowledgement to the survivors that reside in our community today. We acknowledge that 1/3 of Ohio territory was flooded by the construction of Kinzua Dam. We recognize that Seneca families were forcibly removed from their homes and pushed into Salamanca City Central School District. We offer care and support for their children and grandchildren. We acknowledge that Salamanca and Salamanca School District exist through the goodwill of the Seneca Nation and legally through a lease lasting more than 100 years. Salamanca High School endorses the United Nations Declaration of Rights of Indigenous Peoples and strive to surpass each of the articles. We wish to strongly state our commitment to teaching the history, culture, and language of the Onondaga. We work toward understanding, acknowledgement, and ultimately reconciliation. We stand with all Indigenous peoples and are resolved to remain connected to this land. While we cannot undo what has been done, it is the goal of the Salamanca High School to make improvements that will benefit the next 7 generations of Indigenous students. Thank you.
We should note that, Janet, that Dr. White is excused absent. And then do we have any changes to the agenda?
Yes, there are a couple changes. We removed the audit presentation and the audit resolution. We removed an initial approval for the New York State Nutrition Association conference for John Haley, as it does not need board approval. The personnel section under resignation and termination noted that there was a resignation or termination for Paul for Riley Hill's resignation as strength and conditioning coach, as he was appointed Paul strength and conditioning. So we added that word so that it's clear. We also have added the resignation for Mr. Cannon as the DECA co-advisor. So the name was changed there, and we removed the potential for executive session. Thank you.
Okay, then we need a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Carrie, second by Sue. All in favor? Aye. Opposed, abstained, motion carried. Item 3 is our administration for oath of office. We are a new assistant superintendent.
All right, that is conducted by Ms. Cook. If you step down and see her.
I would like to mention that our assistant superintendent did take her oath of office on Monday, September 26th when she started, but she will take it tonight in public session. Thank you. Okay, I ask you to raise your right hand and repeat from I to Philly, please.
I, Tiffany G. do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of Assistant Superintendent for Academic Services according to the best of my ability.
Thank you. Now, if you would sign your oath. I will notarize it. Congratulations.
Welcome. Under communications, we have anyone from Title VI.
Other than me, no.
Other than Katie.
Nothing to report.
Okay. Any other public? Okay. All right, then. We'll move on to central office message. And so. Karen, you want to start?
Sure. The old adage from Finding Dory. Just keeps running, that's about what I'm doing. I have my water and keep meeting deadlines. But things are moving along, in all areas, education facilities, and food services, and business office. Is working away. Nothing out of the ordinary.
This is Janichi.
I have a few things. First, I want to thank everyone, all of the people that have actually helped transition. It's been a great 2 days. I've just kind of been following Mark around and learning the ropes, so it's been great. Today, Mark and I attended a Native Voices meeting in Gowanda. We had the opportunity to kind of hear and brainstorm with Lakeshore, Silver Creek, and Gowanda Central School. Last Tuesday, I had the pleasure of attending a Kiwanis Club meeting. I learned about the logistics of the extravaganza and that Mark is the MC. I'm actually really looking forward to that. And lastly, New York State assessment data has been released. So I will be meeting with the principals and the director of professional development and all the instructional coaches to analyze that and some plans in place.
Thank you. All right, we'll move on to board message. This will start with Dale.
I am good tonight, but I do throw down the challenge of trying to beat my time record from last meeting.
What is it?
It was, I don't know, what was it?
Do I gotta start the clock?
40 minutes?
40 minutes?
So,
All right, we'll have it at 38.
just joking.
Okay.
No, you're not.
Ed?
I just wanted, for myself, the welcome Tiffany to the district and look forward to good things.
Some Brad?
Yep, just wanted to welcome you. Congratulations.
I too would like to welcome Tiffany and hope it's going to be as good as I hope it is for her. As you say, we haven't had much business at school come to us, so hopefully things will be new tonight.
Oh, okay. Welcome aboard. Honestly, I don't have much tonight either. I'm at a loss for words.
Wow. Mark that down.
Write that down.
Must have been a busy day.
Yeah, I didn't even have my laptop. I'm unprepared. All right. No, I'm good.
Also, welcome Tiffany to Salamanca. I hope you find it as enjoyable as I do. I hope the kids are all settling back in. And then we've got a couple of issues that Mark's kind of gonna go over tonight. But welcome everybody. I'm glad to see everybody's happy smiling faces here. Couple students, so we love to see some. So I'll turn it over to you, Dr. Bailey.
Thank you. I also would like to welcome Mrs. Giannici. I was very confident in the decision that our district made, and it has been reinforced by the countless congratulatory remarks that the district has received both in person and via Facebook on our outstanding choice. At this really critical time in our education system, her presence and leadership will definitely help our students get smarter. We're now in the 4th week of school. Our 3rd week, unfortunately, was marked by a variety of inappropriate and in some cases illegal student behaviors. Many school districts shy away from discussing concerns in public, but pretending our schools are immune from inappropriate or violent behaviors will not improve our student well-being and impedes our ability to provide a safe learning environment. As a public school, we welcome all students from all backgrounds. Our community looks to our schools to provide a wide range of services, and we proudly believe it is our duty to serve as best we can. But it is important to remember that our schools reflect our community. And as a community, we need to work together to support our youth. That doesn't mean we make excuses to condone bad behavior. That means the adults in the community, the school district, and our community leaders support each other. Last week, a student sitting alone at the entrance to the high school, 15 feet from the front door, was confronted by 7 of her peers. This was 30 minutes after the end of school day and in broad daylight. 2 of the 7 brutally assaulted this student, while the other 5 reported the incident or encouraged the attack. If this information disturbs you, it should. Our schools work hard to teach conflict resolution, to implement restorative practices and anti-bullying programs, but some behaviors apparently cannot be fixed with proactive solutions. So the school district and our high school administration is now working with our student government to review our code of conduct to increase the consequences for such behavior. We anticipate a public hearing during the month of October to gather input from parents and guardians in the community, because these behaviors have absolutely no place in our schools and will not be tolerated. Thank you.
Okay, we will move on to our consent agenda. So we need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Dale, second by Carrie. Are there any questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Motion carried. Our old business is our policies. We have policy 1210 and policy 6562. So we need a motion to approve those 2 policies.
Motion.
Second,
Motion by Tad, second by Sue. Are there any questions on the policies? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Motion carried. And our new business, we have our contract with Power School for $17,825, and that will run from through August 24th, 2022 through August 23rd, 2023. So we need a motion to approve that contract.
Motion.
Motion by Brad,
Second.
second by Dale. Are there any questions on the contract? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion carried. Next is our Board of Education hybrid virtual meetings. So we need a motion to approve the hybrid virtual meetings. And this is because,
So during the pandemic and the state of emergency, they had laxed the requirements for providing hybrid or virtual meetings for school boards. That state of emergency has been lifted, so we now have to go back to the former rules. That means that we are required to have a resolution. We still need to have a quorum physically present, and you will see a regulation or possibly an additional policy that will come through shortly that will reflect all of the other requirements, such as in order to vote in the hybrid status, you have to be heard verbally and be seen. So there's some other pieces that will come to that. But this resolution here will allow us to at least begin to move forward with that process.
so we need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Tad,
Second.
second by, you got it?
Right.
Brad got it. Second by Brad. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Motion carried. Item C, we have items to be declared surplus. So we need a motion to declare all of the items attached.
so move.
Motion by Sue.
Second.
Second by Dale. Any questions on any of the items? And you said they
Yes,
will be,
so these, there's 2 items here. One are surplus testing protocols that are outdated. The other are books that have been weeded from the school library. Once every year, ideally, but many times it's once every 2 years. There's a weeding process that goes through to take out either damaged books or books that don't circulate. Mrs. Hanson has gone through the library, and these books have been weeded. They will be provided to our students or staff if they'd like to take them. At the end of that process, they will then either be sold or disposed.
Okay. So we have a motion by Sue, second by Dale. All in favor? Aye. Opposed, abstained, motion carried. And item D is our professional learning plan. So we need a motion to approve the professional learning plan.
Motion.
Motion by Dale,
Second.
second by Brad. Are there any questions?
Sure. So this is what is called the professional learning plan or our professional development plan. We had anticipated a presentation on this before the board meeting, but that has been postponed. Mrs. Beatty was not able to be here tonight. So you will hear the lengthier presentation that'll also cover some of the professional development that occurred over the summer at our next meeting. But we approve this plan annually. It's required because our school district is a provider for CTLE credit. So that's continuing teacher and leader effectiveness training. Teachers are required to accumulate a certain number of hours over certain timeframes, depending upon when they receive their certificate. The school district provides that to our teachers as well as other educators. And as such, the professional development has to be aligned to specific standards, and in the plan that alignment is articulated, as well as the professional development that has occurred over the past year.
Okay. We have a motion by Dale, second by Brad. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion carried. Item E is our amendment to our powwow agreement. So we need a motion to approve the addendum to the agreement.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Sue, second by Dale. Are there any questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Motion carried. Item F is the creation of some positions in part-time security guard. So we need a motion to approve the creation of those 4 security guard positions.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Tad, second by Carrie. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion carried. Item 8 is our personnel consent agenda. So we need a motion to approve our personnel consent agenda. Item A.
Motion.
Motion by Dale.
Second.
Second by Sue. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion carried. Do you have anyone
I
here
do
that
not
you
see
introduce?
anyone here. Many of these folks are some of our school monitors that have positions in the district already and are just acquiring other ones. This is some of the 0.6s. We are happy that we're adding and filling in some of our last remaining spots, which are some teacher assistants and some additional security guards. So we welcome all of these individuals to the Warrior family.
Item 9 is our board information report. So we have our second reading to approve the policies. So, and our upcoming events, September 29th, we have our high school open house. Sunday intermediate open house. LD Cattaraugus Association of School Boards dinner meeting. Our next Board of Education meeting will be October 11th. And our Indigenous Education Committee meeting will be October 12th. So with that, I'd like to say I probably broke your record, Dale.
Yes, you did.
Motion to adjourn the meeting.
I so moved. Second.
Motion by Terry, second by Sue. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Motion carried. Thank you, everybody. Girls, good meeting.
We're getting kind of bold. We're at.
You know, I could have, dragged the feet up.
You could have.